Aha, buddy. Listen up. Have you ever felt the world tremble under your shadow? Yeah. Imagine this. A gang leader just warned everyone not to touch you. Oh, can you even feel it? That rush, that electricity coursing through your veins. Nah, this isn't a drill. This isn't a story. It's reality. And guess what? You are the new leader now. The one they whispered about in dark corners. The one who decides, who controls, who rises. Wow. Just pause and think. How often does someone step into power like this? A warning turned into a throne. A whisper turned into respect. And you, yes, you are at the center of it. The storm itself, the calm before chaos. The ruler no one dares to touch. Hey, drop a comment right now. Tell me how it feels to see yourself rising above the fear, above the noise, above every shadow that tried to stop you, because this is your moment, your energy, your respect, your power. Fear is a mirror, and right now it's reflecting you. Someone powerful just warned the streets not to touch you. They didn't shout it loud, they didn't make a scene. No, they whispered it in corners between shadowed alleyways where eyes darted like frightened birds. But whispers are dangerous. Whispers carry truth. And this one carried a map, a warning, a declaration. And here you are, standing in the center of it, silent, watching, feeling, waiting. Yeah, they warned them, not because they wanted to, not because they cared, but because they see something in you they cannot control. A mind sharper than knives, a heart steady under pressure, a patience that can wait decades for the right move. People think power is about the loudest voice, the biggest fists, the fastest schemes. Nah, power is the silence before action. Power is the control you have when the world tries to push you over, when every shadow seems ready to strike and you stand calm, untrembling, knowing they cannot touch the core of who you are. And here's the brutal truth. Fear is everywhere, in every glance, in every smirk, in every handshake, pretending to be honest. And the people around you, they feel it, they smell it. Their lips twitch with secrets they dare not speak. Their minds race with scenarios they cannot escape. And oh yes, the tension is electric. It's a wire stretched across the city, and every step you take sends a spark through the darkness. But hear this. The warning was never for them. It was for you. It was a mirror to show you your own potential, to test your calm, your discipline, your readiness. You can either freeze at the reflection or step forward and turn it into a weapon. Every second you hesitate, every doubt you let linger, every thought that wavers in the night, it is a choice. And you are learning to choose like a master, slowly, deliberately, with every breath you take. Now think about this. The people who whispered your name are already drawing lines, marking territory, expecting you to stumble. And you are already beyond the map they drew. You see their lines, you feel their fear, and you understand something they cannot. This warning is just the beginning of your rise. Yeah, everyone wants to predict the future. Everyone wants to guess where the power is. They don't see it yet. They cannot see the patience, the quiet strength, the precision. They only see the surface. But beneath that surface, beneath the calm eyes and steady hands, there is a force that does not react to noise, that does not bend to threats, that waits, watches, and chooses the exact moment to move. And when it moves, it leaves a mark so deep they will never forget. The storm doesn't care who you are. It only respects those who stand. Oh, the storm is already there. You feel it in your chest, in the weight of every look, the hush of every street. It's waiting, patient, calculating, watching. And yeah, it's tempting to step back, to wait, to breathe in the quiet while others rush into chaos. But nah, that's not your way. You've learned long ago that storms are not just obstacles, they are tests. And tests are proof that you are alive, that you matter, that your courage will be written into the world, whether they like it or not. Listen, stepping into the storm doesn't mean rushing blindly. Oh no, that's what the weak do. The loudmouths, the impatient fools, they leap and they break. You are different. You've studied the wind, the patterns, the smallest hints of danger and opportunity. Every whisper of threat is a chance to sharpen your focus. Every shadow that moves too close is a chance to show control. Control isn't something you take from others. Control is taking from yourself. The fear that slows you down, the doubt that clouds your mind, and turning it into strength that cannot be shaken. Wow. Think about it. The streets, the corners, the people, they all expect a reaction. They expect the flinch. They expect the hesitation that marks weakness. But you have already learned patience. You wait. You watch. You listen. And while they panic, you plan. While they argue, you move. While they falter, you stand. And that is the real storm. A storm that does not scream. A storm that does not break. A storm that walks calmly through fire and emerges cleaner, sharper, stronger. Yeah, power is visible. Strength is visible. But true influence is quiet. It is the shadow that everyone notices but cannot name, the thought they cannot predict, the pause before the action. And once you strike from that calm place, oh, the impact is inevitable. It is absolute. It is clarity. Every step you take now is deliberate. Every word you speak, every gaze you cast, every pause in silence, it is all part of the storm you command. And those who warned others not to touch you, they are already feeling it. The shift is happening. The rules of the streets, the whispered lines of power, they are bending toward you. Control is not what you take from others. Control is what you master in yourself. Oh, the storm has stopped testing you. Now it's as follows. Not chasing you, not threatening you, following, watching, waiting, measuring every breath, every heartbeat, every subtle twitch of your mind. And yeah, now it's tempting to feel fear, to imagine the chaos overtaking you. Nah, that's for those who have not trained their will, who have not built patience as their armor. You are different. You have learned that the real battlefield is not the streets, not the whispers, not the threats. The battlefield is inside you. Every hesitation, every doubt, every moment you let fear grow, that is where power dies. And you have already learned to strike there first. Wow. Imagine it. The storm, so loud in the eyes of everyone else, moves at your pace now. You decide the rhythm. You decide when it tilts, when it shifts, when it bends to your plan. Others believe control comes from taking what belongs to them. You know better. Real control, real influence comes from mastering yourself, from shaping your mind, your reactions, your patience, your focus. Every glance, every step, every pause is deliberate. Every action is guided by calm, sharp, unshakable awareness. And oh, it is intoxicating to see the storm hesitate because it respects your discipline. Yes, you have walked through moments where every choice screamed to run, to give up, to strike blindly. Every insult, every challenge, every shadow in your path was a test. And every time you stayed, you watched, you learned, you measured. You turned weakness into strategy, hesitation into timing, fear into precision. And now the storm that once tested you obeys the rules you set. Not with noise, not with force, but with calm, undeniable authority. And that is power. That is influence. That is the art of leading without chaos, controlling you. Every person who warned the streets not to touch you, they feel it now. Their confidence wavers. Their plans stumble. Their assumptions crumble. Because control is not about scaring them. Control is about being the constant in the storm. The one who does not break when everything around breaks. The one who chooses when to strike, when to speak, when to act. The one who is calm before the chaos, the eye at the center, the quiet mind in a screaming world. And oh, the impact is quiet but absolute. Yeah, it feels almost unreal. The fear you once felt has been transformed into clarity. The chaos that chased you now moves at your pace. The people who whispered your name, they are beginning to realize the truth. Not because you showed them force, not because you yelled, not because you rushed, but because you stood firm while the storm danced around you. Every empire begins as a whisper, before the roar shakes the streets. The world is finally listening, not because you demanded it, not because you shouted, not because you forced the silence. They listen because they feel the weight of your calm, the precision of your mind, the discipline that bends chaos around you. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? How power does not scream. How authority does not need to push. How respect grows quietly, until one day it overwhelms everything else. Nah, do not get comfortable. The rise is not a finish line. It is a path paved with vigilance. Every step you take now carries consequences. Every decision reverberates through corners you cannot even see. And oh, the temptation to act recklessly is always there. To show the world your strength in loud ways. But you have learned better. You know that true influence is measured, deliberate, and just. It is not about breaking others. It is about shaping the path, guiding the storm, bending the chaos into order. Wow. Imagine their faces when they realize the whispers were true, that the one they feared is the one who decides what moves next. Every glance, every gesture, every pause, it carries meaning. Every shadow they once thought could hide a threat now bends toward your strategy, and oh, it is intoxicating to watch doubt ripple through them, to see hesitation where confidence once ruled, not with violence, not with rage, but with control, with patience, with clarity. Yeah, the rise is seductive, but it is not vanity. It has a purpose. It is my responsibility. Every person who doubted you, every corner of the streets that challenged your patience, every threat that once loomed over you, now moves in rhythm with your vision. And that is real power. That is leadership. That is the calm eye at the center of the storm. Legends are not born from noise. They are forged in the fire. Others fear to enter. Oh, the world is watching now. Every whisper, every glance, every shadow that once plotted against you now bends in quiet acknowledgement. The rise is no longer a rumor, it is reality. And wow, the weight of it is something you feel in your bones. Every choice, every step, every breath carries consequence. And yeah, it is tempting to let ego guide you, to flex, to strike, to overwhelm. But nah, that path leads to ruin. You have learned that leadership is not about force. It is about purpose, patience, and precision. Every person who warned others not to touch you, they see now that the warning was meaningless. Not because you are fearless, not because you have strength they lack, but because you have mastered yourself. The fear that once threatened to consume you has been refined into discipline. The chaos that once chased you has been shaped into strategy. And oh wow, the power of that realization is breathtaking. You are not reacting to the world. The world moves through the patterns you set, the calm you maintain, the decisions you make with unwavering clarity. Yeah, responsibility weighs heavy. True influence is not a toy. Every action, every word, every pause has impact. And while some will crumble, some will rise alongside you. Some will try to test you, to challenge you, to provoke chaos where you seek order. But you are prepared. You have learned to see the storm before it forms, to guide it before it rages, to endure it before it tires. And that is the measure of leadership. Not fear, not force, but calm control, shaped by patience and justice, that moves the world without needing to yell. Wow! Imagine their faces when they understand that respect is earned in silence, that influence grows in discipline, that the one they warned against is the one who shapes the future. Every street, every corner, every eye that doubted you now watches in awe. And oh, the irony is delicious. They whispered your name to warn, and now every word they speak confirms your rise. Yeah, legacy is not something you chase. It is something you build with every choice, every test you endured, every doubt you overcame, every challenge you turned into strategy. It all becomes part of the path you leave behind. And nah, it is not about recognition. It is about impact, responsibility, and clarity, about shaping the world with patience, justice, and strength guided by wisdom. Yo, wow, can you feel that? The storm has passed, but your power, your rise, is just beginning. Yeah, you are the one who stood tall, who controlled the chaos, who became the leader. Everyone warned about it. Seriously? Respect to every single one of you watching. The fighters, the thinkers, the ones who refuse to bow, the ones sharpening their mind, their patience, their focus. This is your space, your tribe, and your courage is what makes all this real. And yeah, before you go, remember this. The world may whisper, the world may doubt, but you decide the storm. You shape the path. You rise above every shadow, every doubt, every challenge, every single time. So hit that like button, smash the comments, share this with the ones who need it, and oh, stay ready, stay sharp, because your rise, your legacy is only getting started.